Great. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this webinar where you already had a little bit of an introduction video. Hope that got you in the mood about the great programs of Easy to You. And today we will present the program, the first joint master's degree on lifelong well-being and healthy aging. Now we have three experts on this topic with me. Before we go over this to the presenters that will introduce themselves, I would like to briefly explain to you how this works. So my name is Luc Mulling. I'm the moderator of today, and we'd like to have an interactive session with you. And we have different ways to do that. So first of all, you can indeed say hi and where you're from in the chat. So I see some people already did that. So that will be great for to let us know a little bit who's logging in from where. Also, second of all, of course, you can ask your questions through the tab called Questions on the bottom right. So you can write them at any time, and we will be answering the questions at the end. This is, of course, for the live audience. Now, the people that are watching the recording, that I know these days also a lot of people do, you can still write your questions. So you can also do that. Of course, we cannot answer them live right now. However, they will be sent through to the staff of Easy to You, and they can come back to you later. And last but not least, we also have emoticons. So you can have a little fun part. You can react at the bottom of the screen. You see there a react button, and exactly that's the one. You can give us a little bit of feedback, and that way just to interact a little bit more and have some fun part to that. Now, without further ado, however, we'll go over to the presenters, and they will briefly introduce themselves, starting with Roberta Bessio from the University of Pavia. Go ahead, Roberta. You're on mute. Please unmute yourself. Yes, go ahead.
Very welcome to everybody. My name is Roberta Bessio, and I'm Associate Professor of Biochemistry at the University of Pavia. And today I'm very pleased and proud to present together with Daniela and Christine our LIFELINE Master program. So very welcome again.
Great. Daniela, go ahead.
Hi, hello everybody. I'm Daniela Șoitu, professor on social sciences at Alexandru Ioan Cuza University of Iași, Romania. I am the coordinator of this master program, and it was a huge pleasure to work with professors from the 7 long-standing and innovative universities from the ESC2U Alliance in designing and promoting this master program, very new master program, lifelong well-being and healthy aging. I'm a specialist in social sciences, by the way. Welcome to the webinar.
Yes, go ahead, Christine.
Yeah, sorry. I'm Christine Fernandez-Malouin from the University of Poitiers. I'm Vice Rector in charge of international relations, but I'm also professor in medical imaging. I'm at the head of a common laboratory between the Universitary Hospital and the University of Poitiers. And I'm really happy to be with Daniela and my colleagues today to speak with you about our nice master.
Okay, great. Well, I understand you are starting the presentation, so here we go.
So,
good luck.
I begin. So, what is ECTU to begin? ECTU is a European university that maps 7 universities in Europe. These 7 universities are members of the Coimbra group. That is to say that they are the oldest university in Europe, comprehensive university, and we are are 7 universities very similar, with a human size in cities very similar, city with a long history at human size too. And these universities are Poitiers, of course, but also Coimbra, Iași, Iéna, Pavia, Salamanca, and Turku. We have a lot of common value, and one of these values is inclusions, the solidarity. And for example, we decide to associate another university in Ukraine. And since next week, we have the pleasure to welcome as an associated partner the University of Ivan Franko in Lviv in Ukraine. So we represent a huge community, numerous students, numerous teachers and researchers, a lot of staff, and we have already different European projects and joint research papers in common. All our teaching and research and innovations are, of course, dedicated to citizens, and as you can see, that represents numerous people. We decide to focus our campus on 3 global goals for sustainable development that correspond to already work existing between our university. These goals are health and well-being, quality of education, and sustainable cities. That's why we created 3 virtual institutes dedicated to education, research, innovations, service to society in a full spirit of interdisciplinarity. And we created each virtual institute a joint master, one dedicated to sustainable city and communities, in particular focus on air and water quality, renewable energy and public policy. Another one about quality of education, focus on multilingualism, interculturality, and digital tools for education. And at least a master about health and well-being, about prevention, aging, imaging, and cancer. So Daniela, I leave you the floor.
Thank you, Christine. Probably for the newcomers, we will see the video again. Well, living longer and healthier, it's an aim of everybody, I think. Are there any secrets here? In order to find the the secrets of a long and healthier life, we have designed this 2-year master program on 4 semesters. Each semester giving you, the applicants, the students who will choose this master program, the possibility to have 30 credits recognized at the European level. In total, 120 credits. A new opportunity available mainly this academic year give you the possibility to follow the first year of study, but also it's a special possibility to enroll on the second year of study based on your previous educational background. So keep this in mind. It's a very unique opportunity only for this year. As you would see later, and you have seen already in the video, this master program is a multidisciplinary master program being based on an interdisciplinary approach. So it's not so easy to find out all the secrets of living longer and healthier, and more than this, living with well-being in the personal and professional life. So learning during the 4th semester leads you where? Let's find out if you will choose one of the tracks. This is another secret of our lifeline, lifelong well-being and healthy aging master program, joint master program. We are offering 2 tracks, and you will see later you will be able to choose one of these 2 tracks after the 1st semester, which is a common experience. I'm inviting now Roberta to present the career opportunities for the students who will choose the health track of the master program.
Thank you, Daniela. So after the master presentation, an important question can be raised. What about the career opportunities? Well, for what concerns the healthcare track, with our master degrees, you could develop your career as a manager in pharmaceutical companies or in public or private laboratories. You could work in the regulatory field, both for preclinical and clinical trials. You could supervise biotechnological processes, taking into consideration both ethical and psychosocial implications. And indeed, you can become a scientist, a scientific researcher, and develop your career both in national and international universities and research centers. For the welfare track, I will leave the floor again to Daniela. So Daniela, please.
Thank you, Roberta, and thank you also to Rossella Nappi, the professor of Pavia University, who is a member of the team, and she contributed a lot in designing this healthcare track, but also on the welfare track. Just to say hello, Rossella, sorry.
Thank you. Yes, I want to say hello to everybody. I'm very proud to be at your side today with Christine, and also one of my favorite professors at the University of Pavia, that is Roberta Besio. It has been a great pleasure to contribute and to work all together, and I'm sure that you will enjoy this master if you will dare to start it, because I believe the healthy aging, it's really a priority in our European Union, and we should go on in doing research, teaching, education, and working also to increase awareness that a lot can be done, and even the people should be involved, and we should learn how to educate elderly people to be healthy in their life. So I'm looking forward to listen to the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Rossella. I'm inviting now the audience to have a view on the career opportunities for the students who will choose the welfare track starting with the second semester. How about being a scientific researcher at national and international universities and research institutions? How about being an advisor and consultant in social welfare fields? Or a community care caseworker and welfare right officer, or a lifelong well-being and healthy aging advisor or counselor. I would like to underline here that these career opportunities are designed according to the European Code of Occupations. So you will find them in any of the countries belonging to the European Union, but not also because it's an international document. And now we think you are intrigued enough and willing to find out more about these two paths we had spoke in the last minutes. So, starting, you may start the first semester at the Alexandru Ioan Cuza University of Iași. For the second semester, you may choose either healthcare track, either welfare track. If you will choose the healthcare track, you will go to the University of Salamanca. If you will choose the welfare track, you'll be able to choose between the University of Turku in North, in Finland, or to remain at the University of Iași. For the third semester, once you had choose the welfare track, you may go to the University of Vienna in Germany, or in Portugal at the University of Coimbra, or in France at the University of Poitiers. If you had choose the healthcare track, you may go to sunny Italy at the University of Pavia. For the fourth semester, if you missed one of the universities we have mentioned previously, or would you like to go in any of the universities not belonging to a specific to the track you had choose, you may choose. Yes, you are able to choose from any of the 7 universities to finish your degree, to do the research for your dissertation, or to have an internship. According to the careers opportunity we've just mentioned. For those of you who like more the right corners, this is another representation of the well-being and healthy aging during the life master program with the years of study, semesters, and the 2 tracks. I would like to specify here that this master program is designed in the frame of interdisciplinary studies in health and welfare 0988 ISCHED code, UNESCO study code. So it's a unique study code, interdisciplinary study code, but covering such a complex content, we are decided to offer you the possibility to follow 2 tracks. More about the first semester. How will we start? With a broad view on the life course approach and lifelong well-being. And you will study this with me. I'm very eager to start. And next to these 2 other courses, mandatory courses on demography and public health, and you will also be introduced, you will participate in learning about ethics and academic integrity, which is a mandatory course. A novelty you may see starting with this first semester, because you will be able to choose between 4 courses, 2 which fits more your interest. So you will choose from the International Law for Sustainable Development with a focus on health and well-being, or self-management in non-communicable diseases, or stress management, or applied skills for healthy aging in place. Let's find out more about the second and third semester for those of you who will follow the healthcare track, and I'm inviting Roberta to present this.
So you have seen the first semester program common to both tracks. And now we are going to talk about the healthcare program. So you will attend the second semester in the University of Salamanca, Spain. And in this beautiful city, you will focus on studies on cancer and neurodegenerative diseases. And in particular, you will concentrate your effort on angiogenesis, immunotherapy, and computational genomics. Then from Salamanca, you will move to Pavia, Italy, where you will spend your third semester. And in this city, surrounded by Roman architecture, you're going to study what happened at the molecular and cellular level to cause the changes associated with old age. And besides the biochemistry and physiology of aging, you will also focus on regenerative medicine and all the effort made by researchers, by scientists to extend active lifespan. So indeed, an outstanding goal to revert aging. So please, Daniela.
For the students who will choose the welfare track, the welfare program, starting with the second semester, you as a student may choose between the University of Turku from Finland and or continuing at the Alexandru Ioan Cuza University of Iași. What can you study at the University of Turku in Finland? Mostly elements related to the digital management and leadership in healthcare, and instruments being used in measuring, evaluating, and monitoring the health status. If you will choose to continue your study at Alexandru Ioan Cuza University of Iași, you will learn more about qualitative or quantitative research on well-being, on mental health and well-being. Mental health is a huge issue after these 2, almost 3 challenging years. And there will be also 2 other courses, one focused on behavior and health risks, and another one on wellness and smart aging. In the third semester, probably it will be harder to choose, because the students who will choose this master program would like to know more and more, probably. So you will choose between the University of Vienna, the offer of the University of Vienna, focused on psychology, health and prevention, sport and exercises, with 3 courses. For instance, you will have a course focused on organizational health and safety, mainly design and planning. Another one focused on fundamental knowledge of work and organizational psychology, also focused on health and safety, but also an integrated one, bringing together medicine and science in sports and exercises. For those of you interested on the health and well-being at the global level, probably you will choose the academic offer of University of Coimbra, who will provide you 3 courses focused on healthy urban planning, global health, and another one on population migration and development. For the students who would like to combine very focused social science topics with the ones from biotechnology and digital health. The offer of the University of Poitiers probably will fit their interests, with courses, as you can see on the screen, like means and prescribing physical activities, computer vision, methodologies and technological innovations in health biology, programming tools and methodology, biomechanics of human movement and disability, and bioorthogonal chemistry and chemical biology. As you can see, the academic offer is brand new, innovative, are giving you the possibility to choose courses from different area of studies, but guiding you to a specific career, and also supporting you in finding your study plan and designing your study plan, and design also a mobility path. As Luke will help us in accessing a new video, who will synthesize the lifeline, mainly the welfare track option, I would like to, or during this, I would like to stress out the fact that you will be able to study in the same university just 2 semesters from the 4. So this master program fits well the interests of the students who like to receive knowledges from more than 1, 2, or 3 universities. So please look. This movie was designed by Anna Maria Opria, member of our team. Thank you, Anna Maria. Let's go further to find out more on the academic requirements. Are you fulfilling all the requirements in order to apply? Please, Roberta. Your mic.
Yes, Daniela, thank you. So to apply to our master degree, you need to hold a bachelor degree or equivalent in one of any field. So we have the health field, welfare, social and behavioral sciences, psychology, sport, and life sciences. And another important requirement beside the academic one is the language requirement. So you need to have a minimum English level B2, or of course you need to add a degree, a previous degree in English. So now we are going to,
yes,
Daniela, are you going to present the application slide?
Yes, thank you. So the application starts. You are able to apply already. What do you need to upload on the application sites of the 3 universities who will start this year? These 3 universities are University of Poitiers, University of Pavia, and University of Iași. So you need a bachelor degree and transcript of records. This will count half of your points, entry points. Also a proof of language. As Roberta have mentioned previously, an English B2 is required. And here we have a full list of institutions who may give you the certificate recognizing your English level. And here the evaluation centers from the universities are also included, just to specify. This proof of English level will count 20%, and another 30% will be represented by your professional and personal competences described in the curriculum vitae and the cover letter. As you could see, there are 20 places for the first year of study. And as I have mentioned before, there are 20 places for the students who are fulfilling similar educational background and are able to register directly on the second year of study. So you had found out more about the welfare track. Let's be fair and give the opportunity to find out more on the research sides and internship for the healthcare track.
And now we're gonna learn a little bit more about what you will do in our program. So beside the traditional teaching, we will bring real lab life in our classroom, meaning that we are bringing the main challenges that we face as a researcher. So we will start from scientific question, and we will try to answer to the issues together with a multidisciplinary approach. And indeed, our mission as a professor, as mentors, is to guide you, to give advice and counseling when needed. And how are we going to do this? We're going to have journal clubs to discuss the more recent literature, scientific literature, with small group debates and final discussion in classroom. And this approach will also encourage you to make connection with other students and to work in groups, developing interpersonal skills that are very important in the workplace. So during the first semesters, you will learn with what best suits to you, what you are more interested in. All right, but what is next? In the fourth semester, you will be ready to start your internship and to prepare your thesis. So your thesis will be in the form of a bilateral or multilateral supervision between at least 2 professors of 2 different consortium institutions. You will choose between a research master thesis and a more professional-oriented dissertation. So what is the meaning of this? That means that you will select a research or a professional environment from a pocket of private or public agency in the field of administration, or research center, health and social care and well-being across all the consortium institutions. So in the healthcare track, for instance, you will choose a research group, a lab for your training. So you will be in the lab where you will get to plan your experiment, to perform your experiment, and of course, you will have fun. But what are you going to do in the lab? You will face a basic research question with the help of preclinical model. You will deal with drug discovery and characterization, or you will test therapy in preclinical model, or if you like, all the above. And a preclinical facility with the more modern high-tech instruments are available within the consortiums and will support indeed your research. And what you will find confocal microscopies with very high resolution to see cellular details. You will find cryo-electron microscopy, nuclear magnetic resonance to investigate protein structure, or microcomputed tomography to investigate in vivo tissue properties, and also and much more, I must say. And 3D bioprinting will also help you to fabricate biological constructs for tissue engineering and regenerative medicine. And indeed, big data analytics will help you to study large amount of data and to define patterns and correlation that are very important to advance the aging research. So I assure you, you will be pretty busy, but it will be fun. So please, Christine.
So I want to add something about the campus life, because of course, if you join our master, you will have also the opportunity to join a family and to live in a very nice city, a beautiful city, green city with old buildings, historical buildings. And you have the opportunities to be engaged in a lot of activities. That begin with the welcome month. For example, in Poitiers, we have not a weekend or a week to welcome students, but a full month in September. And all around the year, finally, the academic year, in each of our university, we have really a long traditions to welcoming students, to organize event with a lot of student associations, with buddy systems, and so we can offer to you a really nice remember of your student life, as you can see on this different slide, with different proposal of what we do in different university, and in particular in Poitiers. So we wait for you. Daniela?
Yes, thank you very much, Christine. Actually, the advantage of such a master program is the full environment developed in this project for European Alliances, European Campus of City Universities. And you remember from the first slides presented by Christine that these master programs are related with virtual institutes, and this LIFELINE Master Program is closely related to the Virtual Institute for Good Health and Well-Being, an institute interested in research, but also in training, in educational programs, in research, as I said, innovation, and services to society. Because we wanted to show some of the student voices, even the program has not started yet. We have started activities in the Virtual Institute, and one of these activity was a summer school in last September, and we have a movie made by the participants. The international students mainly came from the University of Pavia as authors of this short movie. It will be smaller on the screen, but I think it's worth to have a look on.
Because it was like so and the third one will be this for
Okay, thank you. You are able to see this short movie on the YesI2U website, and the context, let's say the geographical and cultural context of the movie is the university and the city who will host you for the first semester. University of Iași, from the city of Iași in northeast part of the country of Romania. You may apply also for next 2 summer schools organized in the YesI2U frame. Accessing this QR code, you'll reach directly the YesI2U website and the LIFELINE program. At the moment, we are ending the presentation, and we are sure that there are some answers you are looking for. So we are ready to give them to your questions. Thank you very much.
Great, thank you. Indeed, all of you already for having answered these questions. Just getting the pop-up away for you. There you go. So there are already have been several questions from the audience. Now, also just to remember, if people joined late, you can write your questions still at any time through the panel called questions. For people that are watching the recording, you can also do that. So you can write your questions as well. Take advantage, because they will be sent through to the staff of YesI2U, and they can come back to you. All right. So also just before we start with the question, another thing, I have opened poll links up throughout the session. I see most of you already have given some replies, but please let us know a little bit on your feedback about, if you're considering to apply, or if you're interested but do not apply, why that may be, so we can get some feedback from you, and that is appreciated. All right. Let's start off with the questions. First question we have is from Martin. And Martin is asking, are there special programs for students who begin in the second year of the master? Who can answer that?
Well, the academic offer we have presented is available to the students who will be enrolled in the first year of the master program, but also for the students who will be enrolled on the second year, starting with the second year of the master program, according to their educational background. You'll receive, it seems more answers. As we have mentioned previously, we are working with each student in order to build a personalized curricula, a study plan, like putting together Lego pieces in order to have the wanted frame. Actually, this is the philosophy behind this master program, a Lego-like curricula, a Lego-like curriculum for each of the participant students.
Great. I hope that answered your question, Martin. Otherwise, let us know.
Yeah, please.
And we have a next question. I'm not sure to pronounce the name because it is in Russian, I would assume. There is a question, are there any scholarships for this particular program?
Well, if I read well, it's Varvara. Hi, Varvara. Welcome to our webinar. This master program have a kind of fee, but yes, there are some scholarships offered by each of the 7 universities, and you may talk about it right after your admission or during the admission process. And as you all know, at the moment there are special financing lines for students coming from Ukraine also. Maybe it's worth to mention that the mobility is between the universities. The 7 universities will be organized in the frame of well-known Erasmus Plus program. So you'll don't have to pay a different amount if you will choose one or university or the other.
Okay. Thank you very much. And thank you for the question, Barbara. Silvero asks, I'm interested in this program. Can you also help with the visa? And do I need only one or for each country? So he's from Australia. Yeah, it's...
Christina, I've seen you have answered.
Yeah, I try to answer. I have a problem of sound, sorry. I have an echo,
Okay.
but I can try to answer. So, of course, we can help you to obtain a visa, and you have to ask for a visa in the first European country where you begin to study, and then you can travel in Europe. But we can take care of these administrative problems. We have what we call access systems that can take care of as well the problems of visa and the problem of accommodation.
Okay. Thank you very much. I hope that answered your question, Silvero. Otherwise, again, let us know. Question from Barbara. Is this all on campus or also parts are online?
At the moment, the courses are designed to be on-site, face-to-face. And of course, in each semester to have the mobility. As long as we can control our lives and can really decide, this is an option. If we will be forced to decide on the other things, it will be on time and you will know. I'm giving you this last part of the answer based on the experiences from the last year when we suddenly have to decide to move online. At the moment, we plan to have all the classes or the courses face-to-face.
Yes, Daniela, and I think that is really a great opportunity to have the courses face-to-face. Yeah, it will help also the connection between students and will help also the discussion with us. So, of course, it will improve the learning path.
Yes. Okay, great. Thank you for that addition. Quick question also from Barbara. I'm from the Ukraine. She mentions, thank you. So how can I access the special help?
I can answer.
Please, Christine.
So actually, we have the opportunity with the Erasmus MIC program to give you some grants. And so if you are interested by this master, you can contact us after the webinar, and we can discuss about the possibility to give you a grant.
Okay. Thank you. Next question we received is medicine and surgery qualification enough to follow this master program?
The question is if they.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Daniela, go ahead.
Please, Roberta. Yes.
So the question is if they are enough, right? Yes, indeed, they are.
Yes, especially if you will choose the healthcare track. It's a very good background to follow it.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. That is good to hear. And I think those were the questions we've received so far. Unless There's one in the chat. Let me check. No, not at this stage. So great, thank you for that. There's still some minutes left, so if you have any questions, do take advantage. We have all these great speakers and knowledgeable experts on this program here with you today. So take advantage to ask your questions. I will share the link in a little bit in a minute to the overview of the website, so you can also at your own pace easily still read into the requirements and information that's given there. So that's coming up. Just to mention again, if people joined late, I think some people might have joined late. We will send out the recording. So this webinar is being recorded, and actually you can even stay on. So if you stay for 1 or 2 minutes after the session, it will restart automatically. So you can even catch up and see the beginning parts that you might have missed. So I hope that that helps you. Let's see if there are further questions. Not at this stage. So
look, can we go with the presentation? We have like an annex,
sure.
a detailed mobility plan, just to show again as a synthesis for the.
I think the annex is not in this one.
Yeah, but we may. Okay, then we may go back.
You can go back, yeah.
Yes, we may go back and specify again the possibility the students have, and maybe this the yellow representation of the tracks will help students to decide. So remember that your educational background can be quite diverse. You may apply to this joint master program if you graduate from social sciences, life sciences, medicine, and sports, psychology. And once you will apply, you will be helped in designing your personalized study plan. And you will know from the beginning where you will be able to go on the second, on the third, and on the fourth semester. We would like to remind you that you'll receive a diploma from University of Poitiers, University of Fiash, University of Pavia, and the semesters you will spend on the other 4 universities: University of Salamanca, University of Coimbra, University of Vienna, University of Turku, will be recognized in your study plan according to the Erasmus rules. I may share a secret with you. Starting with next year, other 2 universities will offer you, will be able to offer you diploma. And these 2 universities are the University of Coimbra and University of Salamanca, which are at the moment in the process of accreditation. So this is a quite new, brand, innovative, and challenging master program. It's, let's say, something not to be missed. That is from my side. If
yes,
if part of the colleagues who helped the team during the last 2 years in designing this master program would like to intervene or give a voice, a writing voice, or a sounded voice to their question or to their views on the study program, they are welcome.
Yeah.
I just want to add that it's really a unique program, an interdisciplinary program that prepares to the future, finally. And one more time, with really a family spirit. And I'm sure that for the student that will be a very rich program, as well for the training that for the life, finally. And we will be very happy to welcome you in our different universities, in our different cities, to give you these spirits we share together.
So
Yes.
if you're
Please, Roberta.
Yeah, so if you are interested in aging and you like mobility, there is nothing better. So application deadline is May 31st, and we really look forward to giving you a warm welcome. So we are waiting for you.
Great. Thank you. And that concludes the session. We don't have any further questions. So thanks a lot, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks for your
Of course, first of all the audience that joined in from different parts of the world. I saw France, Ukraine, Australia. Well, there's several countries I'm missing, but a lot of different people joining in. Great to see. And,
we are citizens of the world.
Exactly. That's the part of this as well. And yeah, thanks, and all three of you. Thanks you very much for your time. And yeah, I'm sure it's been useful and valuable to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And for the registered students who will see the webinar later on, for them and for the ones who heard us online live, you are more than welcome in this unique master program in the world.
Thank you.
Ciao,
Bye
ciao.
bye.
See you.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.